session or talk live with you guys for a bit, cruising around today. So, want to be able just to, you know, talk to everybody out there. I know it's Independence Day today. All I'm doing is just cruising around right now. Really great day to cruise, especially when it's a holiday and nobody's out here today. So, but would love to hear back from each and every one of you. Happy Independence Day to each and all of you. Uh, Shout out to all the subscribers and followers and customers out there. I appreciate each and everybody's support out there. Oh yeah, what's I gonna say? Live streaming is coming back at the end of this month. I plan to live stream every day as much as I can. Coming out with a new software, a new expert advisor that is gonna come. People were asking about an EA for the expert advisor that I've been testing on. It is not the trade copier software. For everybody to come out and test it out for themselves. I know a lot of you guys have a lot of questions for me, so would love to hear everybody's feedback and do like a little chit chat. So that's the biggest thing. Who's asking what? Oh, still holding trades from yesterday. I don't know, depends. Oh. Dang it. Why can't I see the chat? Okay. Still holding trades from yesterday. I'm assuming you're my customer, that's why you're on here. Am I a millionaire? I don't know why people ask the question. No, I'm not a millionaire, but it feels good to be a stay-at-home dad. I'll be honest about that. Do you need to be a millionaire to be a stay-at-home dad for your kids? Work from home and do whatever you want? No, you don't. I don't know why people think they need to be millionaires so they can live the lifestyle that they want to live. That's just outrageous. Unless you really want to hack it for a year straight. Like, I'm talking about hustle and grind for 6 months to a year, non-stop. You can get there. If you're talking, I think some people are asking about trades. I wouldn't recommend trading today. I'm not trading today. Oh, this live stream is not working out right now. Back road, that's probably why I'm losing signal. But then again, I'm with Verizon, so it doesn't make any sense. Come on, show me all the messages. Welcome to the live chat. I've been trading. If you're new to the channel, I've been trading since January 2017. Come on, I'm trying to get to all these questions here. Is his car a Bentley? That's funny. No, it's not. It's not a Bentley. I'm driving my Subaru. been a Subi guy. This is like my third Subi. More of an import tuner than exotics. Definitely not a Bentley. Bentleys don't make this blow up sound. They don't have a high pitch exhaust either. How do you scale? What? How do you scale in some of the under your God, I'm trying to. How do you scale? Oh, you talking about scalp? How do you scale in some of your profits without exiting trade? The only time I ever scalp on a trend, when I'm making money on a trend. Yeah, I can answer that question for you. When you're already swinging on a trend and you're catching a lot of pips, profits, and you want to be a little bit more aggressive on your trading, you can scalp the retracements on the trend. Now, to identify the retracements, every session has a retracement. Usually the pullbacks are within the first 2 hours of the session. I'll talk a lot about the first 2 hours of the session because a lot of things happen within the first 2 hours of the world. If you look at the international airports, and if you look at the first 2 hours of each session, you tie it back to the international airports, look at how much currency is being exchanged within the first 2 hours of each session. Whether it could be the first 2 hours of London, the first 2 hours of Tokyo, or the first 2 hours of New York. I do not talk about Sydney sessions because the spreads are so high. You're paying swap fees, you're paying commissions and spreads at the same time once New York session closes. That's something that if you're new to trading and you're probably wondering why the spreads are so high and commissions and you're paying swap fees, is because New York has ended and it started a new day. The new day starts right after New York closes. That's why you see a new daily candle coming out, especially if you like to use TradingView. If you're not familiar with TradingView, you should go check out tradingview.com. You know, a time frame to take a look into that would be the 4-hour chart, because you get a 4-hour candle every 4 hours. And if each session is 8 hours, then guess what? You get 2 4-hour candles. Break it down, do the math. You get 6 times 4, that's 24 hours right there for you. So now you know you get 6 4-hour candles. So now you can look at these setups on your 4-hour charts. By far nothing beats the 4-hour chart. Nothing beats the 4-hour chart because you can look at that as the best way of looking for the intradays, scalping, and looking for reversals on the trend setups. The daily candles are really great, especially when you want to hold it out for a week or two, and then you start piling onto the weekly charts and then into the monthly charts. I don't talk a lot about swinging as much as scalping, but I'm more into swinging now. I don't really sit down and stare at the charts as much as I used to. The lifestyle that I want to create now is to make full-time income trading part-time. Why would anybody want to trade full-time to make full-time income? It makes no sense. The actual Forex lifestyle is to trade part-time to make the full-time, to live the lifestyle that you have more time freedom. It's great to have the financial freedom, but you cannot buy time back. So time is precious, but people will spend too much time on something that's not going to work for them. So I'll just be honest about that. It could be any business, has nothing to do with Forex. let's see. Well, come on, show me. Don't trade after 5 p.m. Eastern time. Yep, that's a good one. Either know your positions. But okay. Come on. I'm trying to see the chat here. How do you take some profits without exiting and what? How do you take profits? I'm pretty sure there's a couple videos on that. What you do is awesome. Okay, so what you do is really, this is awesome. I got a cop behind. Okay, so what you do is if you go on your MetaTrader 4 app, what I'm assuming is that's what you're using is your phone, because that's the videos that I've seen. If you're trying to take profit but you want to leave the positions running, then you go into your trade, and then you look into closing. You go down. Well, I'll have to make a video, but it's hard to explain it. But I know there's videos out there like closing half your profit on YouTube, or how to close a position that's already in profit, but you don't want to close half of it or a percentage of it. What I usually see is that people just show them closing 50% of their positions, which means they're taking 50% profit, but then they're leaving 50% running because they see the next leg for the next trend going up or down. It wouldn't make any sense to close a trade. For my opinion, it wouldn't make any sense for me to close half a position or 25% of a trade position when I'm scalping. Makes no sense, because when you're scalping, you're shooting for short term. When you're scalping, you're short terming your profits and your pips. So it wouldn't make any sense if you try to hold it out more. If you're holding out more, then you might as well swing. And when you do decide to swing or hold it out even longer for more than what you're doing, you have to justify and reanalyze your technical analysis. So that's why when you put a lot of time on the charts, you have to put a lot of time on your analysis on your technical side. So I'm more focused on the technical side because that was one of the weaknesses of my trading when I started out. I was 100% fundamental. I didn't really care for technical. Sometimes I look at the charts here and there, but I'm talking about 2 years ago. Let's see here. I know there's more questions. Naked Forex is the best way to go. Yes, Naked Forex is the best way. I know I made a couple videos on Naked Forex already. How's my EA? EA's alright. It's not like 100% profitable or anything. Sometimes it wants to work, sometimes it doesn't want to work. That's why it's still on a full testing stage until I might release it at the end of the year, but like I said, I'm not for sure about releasing it yet. So there's no point releasing it right now because it's still on prototype stage. What I want to say here, no, go back. You can always go to my website. I know a lot of people have set up personal sessions with me throughout this year and last year. Wrong highway. Alright, let's see this. Any thoughts on DXY since we all know it will tank? Hold on. Since it will tank soon, right after a big spike. There's two things. I'm trying to read the whole thing here. There's two things. There's two things about the dollar that I'm really looking to see, not on the technical side, but on the fundamental side. What I'm trying to for the DXY, the US, you can see Dow Jones, S&P 500, Nasdaq, what else? All the major stocks, the stock markets are up, like really, really up there. So I had to pass it by up. So with the US dollar index, there's two things that I'm looking to see. Obviously, the biggest one is the stock market crashing down first, and then the US dollar to tank right below that. Because remember, if you remember 2008 and 2009, when the stock market crashed, you can see how the stocks went down first, and then the US dollar went right after that. That's one thing I'm looking at. The second thing is, I don't care what the Fed is doing. What I'm looking at right now is who's going to be the new president for next year. That's it. If you look at what Trump has been doing, Trump has been making business going up and down, but you can see that business is booming, for his term. Once business starts going down, right? Every business, right? The big Fortune 500 companies got stocks, the investments. Sometimes it's going to have to take a hit. The next thing is where the possibilities of real estate could be going. Where could real estate be going? Where the commercial properties? So that's the next thing to pay attention to. So those are the two things. Obviously, that's where fundamentals come into play, because on the technical side, I haven't really seen too much of a strong bearish momentum for the US dollar to start taking down a lot. It's just holding its place at 97. I wanted to see break 95 and then down to 94, but you have a strong consolidation and there's nothing going on. Obviously, you don't want to expect too much going on for the summer either. Summer by far is not the best ideal for trading, and now I know what I know now. Last year and the year before, so for this year, I'm not wasting my time trying to go all out trying to trade in the summer. You have 4 seasons, right? If you live up here in the North State in the USA, think about the 4 seasons. Every season, the market changes. Every 90 days, every quarter. Let's see here. I know I'm going a little bit too much on. Federal Reserve going to cut interest rates? Maybe. Plan on cutting rates. They could just sit and hold on those rates. The most important factor is that if you do read up on investing.com, you read up on fxstreet.com, Forex Factory. If you read up on all the news like how I used to, single high impact news, I started very rare. I'd say they're like 10% right. very rare are they ever correct on their analysis or their high impact news readings. I don't waste my time reading Forex news anymore because it just makes you second guess because, oh, he's a top professional from investing.com, or she knows what she's talking about, so I'm going to go ahead and buy or sell based on what they're saying. I'm tired. That's when you start going on a different trip. It's on you to make that decision. If you read up on all these news, priced in, and they're gonna do a press release on it, and who cares? Stare at the screen. I know it sucks staring at the screen if you don't have the time to do it, but if you stare at the screen, right, and you learn your technical analysis and you understand, you really side. From what I'm seeing right now, a technical trader will always outbeat a fundamental trader. Some people can probably argue with me on this, but that's what I've seen right now. I've been more profitable going naked Forex. Naked Forex does not talk about fundamentals. Naked Forex talks about trading without indicators based on price action and candlesticks. If you take the time, like I said, if you take the time to learn Naked Forex, hands down, by far the best book out there. You take that book, you learn it, that's it. I didn't read the whole book, but what I did is I read the first 4 chapters. The first 2 chapters of that book and the first 2 chapters of the Candlestick Bible, by far, it teaches you that mindset and focus and discipline. That's something I can't give you guys. That's something that you will have to learn on your own. And so a lot of people think that I'm just gonna give them my brain. I can't give you my brain. There's no way. Alright? I'm not a robot. But if you take the time to experience these trades again and again and again and again, remember, you're just trading the same currencies over and over and over. Eventually you're gonna identify what? Patterns. You're gonna identify trends. You're gonna identify when to get in and get out. You're gonna identify the opportunities of taking profit and not losing so much. Those are the things that you experience from trading the same currencies. Not every day is trading a new currency. If you're trading different types of currencies, obviously you're going to be losing a lot of money because you're focusing everything all at once. To be good at focusing every major currency or every cross pair, you got to, you seriously got to, like, what I did was I looked at 8 different charts at all times. It was a lot to look at. The most I'll look at is 8 charts. More than that, it just kind of takes me somewhere else. You have to know how much you can focus on for a certain amount of hours in Forex if you really want Forex to work for you. And so, I know I'm chopping in on different types of stuff. But what I'm talking about right now, everything just relates back to your mindset. So, that's the most easiest way I can say it. Your mindset, your discipline, how you really approach the markets. If you really want to be I know a lot of people talk about high risk aggressive trading because it's the fastest way of making money, but it's the fastest way of losing money. People want to make money fast, right? Just like if you go into the casino, you don't want to sit there for 8 to 12 hours. So it's, I don't know. Let's go back to live chat. Do not. Oh shit! Go back. Okay. E85, yes sir. I am tuned on E85 on my WRX. Let's see. Live chat. Oh, okay. What the hell? Get real! I don't know how much more real can you get. Happy July 4th. Yes, happy July 4th. No. Have you seen the Roof? I have not, but I heard. I think I know what you're talking about. Oh, come on. Damn. I was waiting for some of my haters to come on here too. That's alright. You're probably having a bad day today since it's J4. That's okay. Just take a chill pill. It's today. I would love to see your channel too, but I know you don't have nothing on your channel. That's why all the haters just come in here and try and talk smack. It's okay. You can't downgrade me. You're just downgrading yourself because you're not uplifting nobody. You're not inspiring nobody with your shit talk either. It's Telegram because that's to everybody. Most of the time it's just people asking the wrong things. I'll just leave it at that. Yeah. What's the name? Look, Naked Forks by I remember his last name was Wiley. And there's another author that's with him. It would say Naked Forks, and then there's like a little quote after that saying trading without high indicators, something like that. But you really have to understand, just like in any book, you really have to understand the first chapter because it goes into the psychology. A lot of people don't think that everything in life has to do with your attitude and your mindset. If you have a poor attitude towards life, guess what? You're gonna try and take everybody else's life down. You're like a vampire, like a zombie, like that one guy's trying to talk smack to me right now. I don't care about him. You know why? He don't pay my bills, right? He's just trying to downgrade me, trying to downgrade, my self-esteem. I don't care about that. I have higher standards than that. If you're trying to bring somebody down, at least come to me in person. Come to them in person. And tell them exactly how you feel in person. That's just like in a relationship. If you can't handle your spouse or your girlfriend or your boyfriend, you think being quiet all the time is going to solve anything? Obviously not. So, I mean, talking smack on social media, I could really care less. Social media is nothing but a lot of bad-mouthed people, a lot of toxic people. There's a lot of toxic people on social media now these days. I'll be honest about that. That's the second reason. I mean, that's probably one of the main reasons why I hid myself, because a lot of people were just so drawn into negativity. You want to live a negative life and you want to have a negative impact on everybody else, you might as well just not live. I'll just be honest about that. There's so much hate in the world, I can't even express how much hate there is. Now, I'll be honest, this industry there's a lot more toxic people now because of all this hype of trading, right? All this hype of profits, all this hype of, oh, guess how much pips I get now. That's all it is. It's hard to find genuine people these days. I'll be honest about that. Trust is a huge issue these days. But I don't want to, be talking about how negative people are, because there's a lot out there. You can't change them. You know why? Because their mind is about being negative all the time. You can't change those types of people. You want to change it? You have the power to change yourself. I'll be honest about that. You don't have the power to change anybody else. They want to change, they change. If they don't want to change, leave them. I left all my friends behind because none of them didn't want to be at the success level where I was at. You got to. You gotta take a chance. You gotta go out there and give it all you got. Forget the people that are standing on the sidelines in the bleachers and watching you, because they just want to watch you go down. Who cares? I don't care about that. But I'm coming back every fucking day now. At the end of this month, I just got a couple more family events to do. I got another funeral to attend. I got a couple more weddings to go to. But after that, it's straight all out. So much more I want to do for the world. So no one else ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do something that's never been done before. And I know a lot of Forex traders haven't done it either. Well, I'm gonna stay consistent this time. A lot of people talk about, oh yeah, should I trade this? Should I do that? Or, what your thoughts on this? It doesn't matter, guys. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what I think. You get the ultimate goal right now, like I said, the ultimate goal right now is to get you up to my level, right? And past my level. I want all you guys to get past my level so that you can live the lifestyle that you want to live. A lot of people email me and say they want to be a stay-at-home parent for their kids. They want to, right? They can't afford to, right? They want the time freedom. They're saying you have all this time for your kids, or you can be a stay-at-home dad. How is that so? Man, I freaking sacrificed my sleep time to be where I'm at. You seriously, when you want something that bad, you're gonna make it work. You're gonna go through a lot of, I'll just be honest, you're gonna go through a lot of shit, I'll tell you that. You're gonna go through a lot of negativity. You're gonna do a lot of drama. Hell, I even thought about going back to my job. When I lost 26,000, I didn't know what to do. Devastated, right? You can do it. Anyone has the power to do it. It takes a lot of time and effort to get there. This time, it's going to be more than just talking about analysis. This time, it's going to be psychology. This time, it's going to be more about my mind. I don't talk a lot about, like I said, I don't talk a lot about my mindset, the psychology behind my thinking. Y'all going to get that at the end of summer. If like I said, if you look at all the motivational speakers and inspirational speakers, or if you listen to motivational stuff, it has a lot to do with your attitude and the mindset. So I don't care about the toxic, negative haters, doubters, worries. I don't care about that. You have to not give about those types of people. You have to move along. There's always going to be someone talking shit about you. Who cares? You got to have that strong mentality. I'm telling you right now. I don't care if I have 100 haters coming on right here talking smack. Don't matter. I'm still going to be doing what I'm doing. I highly doubt any one of them is going to come waste their time coming to see me in person. I want you guys, I want you guys to understand that, that Forex, I would never think Forex would be, my primary source of income, right? Or to take me to my next success level to that I never thought that I could ever reach, right? Whatever the opportunity is. I don't want to talk about how, the network marketing side or business or, but if you decide to, franchise yourself out, personal branding, you market yourself, right? You're basically marketing yourself. You're basically selling yourself. Everything you do is sales, right? A lot of people don't think they're selling themselves. Yeah, you are. You're selling yourself if you're trying to get a girl or a boyfriend, right? Because you're trying to sell how good you are in a relationship. Some people don't see that selling. If you read the book, How I Raised Myself from Failure to Success in Selling by Frank Bettger, that is a great book for selling, for those that are in sales. By far, hands down, to be the best book for sales. Probably one of the top 3 or the top 5 books for selling, for sales books. I don't talk a lot about all the books that I read, but I'll showcase all the books that I have in my home office. I don't read as much as I used to because I'm more focused on Forex. I'm not really too focused on crypto. Crypto is going to be, crypto's, I'll be honest, I know that crypto's here to stay. Crypto's going to keep flying. Crypto's going to skyrocket and hit a certain price. But eventually, once the banks get behind it, they're going to manipulate it. And so just got to be careful about, which banks are going to control what coins. Man, enough about freaking mindset. I know there's some questions here. How long are you in trading? I think I answered that. Since January 2017. Come on. Nootropics. Ooh. Bunch of noodles. Yes, I got this shirt from Box Lunch. It's Naruto's jersey. Let's see here. Nootropics. I don't take a lot of nootropics as much as I used to. I still take them. If you take a look at you can get them on Amazon too. I don't want to say about nootropics. You want to get the ones that are meant for like mental clarity and focus. Those are the biggest things. Especially if you're trying to now what I do is I mix those pills in black coffee, and then I just take a shot of it right away. I don't sip on it. So that's how I get my, I guess I don't know, mojo, or I guess get my focus, or get my speed, right? So that's one way, like I said, that's one way of taking it. I mean, you could just take it with water, but I want it instant. Now, do the pills last for the whole day? No, they don't. Within 4 hours of like intense focus, I start to wear down. So I know that after 4 hours of staring at the screen, I need to go back and get some more. If I'm swinging, which I'm more focused on, if I'm swinging, I just glance at my trades, maybe once every 2-3 hours. I'm not trying to waste my time trying to glance at my trades every 30 minutes or every hour, because then that means I'm constantly trying to focus on, you know, more into scalping. Then I'm trying to deviate from that. The more you focus on the screen, then, you know, the intensity kicks in, right? Your stress levels kick in, right? How much stress can you put onto the screen? So I'll be honest, Forex is stressful. But like I said, once you get the hang of it, like I said, a lot of people just try to go all out right away. Just like poker, right? You want to go all in because you want to win in one big hand, or you want to get that big high reward, right? Risk big and then you win big. If you don't care about blowing your account right away, and especially like for a beginner, then yeah, you can. It's not something that I highly recommend. Where am I heading? Oh, I'm heading nowhere. I'm just cruising around. I need to run the full tank. I need to run this full tank out, and then I have to do a cruise log for my tuner on 93, and then go back and switch back to 85, and then do it again. So getting a retune again. So Bloom 750. Wait, what? Bro, I'm starting out. Any advice? Yeah, I would. Any advice? Man, you seriously have to. You really have to identify. Whoa! You really have to identify. You have to identify who you really are in Forex. Right away, I was already high risk and aggressive in trading. So, yeah, I mean, it takes, like I said, it takes a lot. Once you start understanding your way of trading and the way you analyze things and how you adapt to the markets, then you'll be like, okay, let me take a step back and, you know, look at how I was trading this week or how I was trading yesterday. But you don't want to, like I said, if your goal is to make money right away, dive down and look at one currency pair and see if, you know, that way. A lot of people hop into like a lot of pairs. That's what I did too. But you're gonna find out your favorite pair. Stick to your favorite pair right away. You know, whatever it is, start small. I mean, some people don't have a risk management, so then basically they just risk everything. So if your goal is to make a lot of money right away, obviously risk management's out the door because you're trying to make the most out of it. If your goal is to be, you know, really high risk and aggressive trading, risk management isn't really there. I'll just be honest about that. Then it comes down to how much profit you're targeting or how much pips you're targeting. If you're shooting for the moon every day, eventually it'll hit you hard. It hit me hard too. It's always nice to make a lot of money in one day or that 1 week. You always get that one day of the week where you make a lot of money. You get that 1 week of the month where you make a lot of money for the week. But like the rest of the days of the week or the rest of the weeks of the month, you're not going to make as much as what you're anticipating. Don't anticipate too much for the markets to move for you. You know, anticipate what you can and then adapt to the markets. if it's not going the way you're anticipating. Otherwise, you're just second guessing yourself, and you're shifting yourself back and forth. You're just trying to figure out exactly what you're trying to do. It's too much figuring out. Well, come on, let's see it. Live chat. What stocks should I? What stocks? I'm not a stock trader. I only trade US 30, which is Dow Jones. Sometimes I look at S&P 500 and NASDAQ just to see how high they're gonna hit before they start going down. But right now they're not really trying to go down, so there's a lot of investors coming in. That's why I said if you wait till next year and see who the new president is, which, to be honest, for me, I don't think Trump's gonna get reelected. I think a Democrat's gonna come in and take over. If you look at the time that Obama came in, it was a recession, and Obama was a Democrat. Something to pay attention to what happens when you have new presidents in office. So I'm not saying it's a stereotypical way, but you can see the pattern structures if you look at the technical side and the fundamental side. Right, every 10 years there's a really sharp correction within the stock market, or every 20 years, right, there's a recession. So something to pay attention to. Everything has a cycle. Life has its own cycle, right? I'm off the highway. Time to cruise out here in Country Road. Yeah, let's go. Oh shoot. Okay, so you're going to upload more account flips. I can. I don't know. I mean, that doesn't really teach anybody anything, to be honest. I'll be honest. I mean, for those videos that I uploaded that shows people, like, you know, how much I flipped, it doesn't teach anybody anything. It really doesn't. No, it doesn't matter like what I flipped the account to, because that doesn't make you successful, right? That's why I'm switching it around. Yeah, I mean, maybe here and there I'll show that I flipped this account to this, but it's inspiring, but it doesn't get you to the right path of being successful for yourself in Forex trading. It's just something. I'm just being honest about that. It doesn't teach you anything. So the mindset is coming. It's going to be more focused on mindset and psychology now. Technical analysis will be there. Fundamentals will be there. But it's going to be all out mindset and psychology. Not, like I said, not a lot of books talk, you know, a lot about the mindset or the brain functions of how people actually think about the markets. Very, very few books have, you know, maybe a certain chapter about habits or behaviors of trading, right? It just goes back to the way you think. And I know this gets really deep into thinking, right? Because if you're a negative person, you have a negative attitude, I can't fix that. If you're gonna have a negative attitude towards life, you shouldn't even be doing this. I'll just be honest about that. You're gonna throw everything else off. Hell, you might kill yourself. It's not what I want. It's okay to be stressed, but why would you want to stress that much to where you end up, you know, suicide? Why? This is crazy. I mean, it's crazy what some people even think for themselves, to be honest. yeah, man, it's gonna be all about mindset. I'm trying to see here. Could you give us scalping strategies? I given a lot of scalping videos, and I also portray my scalping book on YouTube. It's on YouTube. I mean, if you're new, like I said, if you're new to my YouTube channel, I have, I think, almost close to 500 videos now. And if you take the time to go back to my channel, I released my PDF file version book, and there's 5 videos I talk about it. And or if you click on the community tab, the community tab, if not, search through my channel about scalping. There's a lot of videos about scalping. But the best way to learn scalping is to scalp the markets yourself, right? 1 minute chart, 5 minute chart. I mean, I don't want to talk bad about Bruce Webb's 1 minute scalping course. I don't want to talk about it. I mean, I already made my opinion on that already. Can you learn from the 1 minute chart? Yeah, you can. Can you catch 3-5 pips? Yeah, you can. You want to catch more? Trade a 15 minute. If you trade the 15 minute chart for scalping, tie it to the 1 hour, and if you want to go swinging, look at the 4 hour, daily, weekly, monthly. But start with the 4 hour. But if you want to go to scalping, look at the 15 minute and line up the candles with the 1 hour. And when I'm talking about lining up the candles, I even talked about that in my Naked Forex. I even talked about that. What I'm saying is nothing new. The only thing that's going to be new is the mindset. I don't talk much about the mindset. So, like I said, with the mindset, you know, you gotta have a positive attitude towards life. I'm not talking about Forex. I'm talking about life. I'm talking about your life. You don't have a positive attitude towards your own life, you're dragging everybody else down. It's I'm just saying the same thing. I mean, positivity goes a long ways, but you can't fake positivity. You fake positivity, what's the point? You might as well just be the real negative person who you really are. So, if I was talking smack about every other Forex trader, and I was talking shit about everybody on YouTube, where would I be at right now? Where would I be at right now? None of my haters, none of my doubters, none of the people that are trying to hate on me are more successful than me. You find someone that's really hating on you, that's really toxic towards you, and look at their success level. Look at their life. How is their life? Are they really living the life that they want to live, or are they really just dragging their life until the day they die? That's real talk right there. That's why I don't care. They ain't gonna drag me down to their level. I'm not going down to their level. Don't ever go down to someone else's level because they're trying to drag you down for their negativity. That's retarded. You know, you gotta have that strong mindset, right? The ambition, the desire to win, the will, the will attitude. A lot of great motivational speakers talk about the will to win. If you define the word will, it's basically just having the power to keep going, right? The power to just, you must go. You're gonna succeed, right? You're gonna do it regardless. Behind all that, the sacrifices has got to be there. The sacrifices has got to be there. But some people aren't willing to sacrifice. And they think that they can just add forex trading to their lifestyle. I don't know. Some people think they can just be a jack of all trades. I mean, if that's what you want to be, I'm not going to stop you. Jack of all trades could be a master of all none either. Specialize in something, focus on that special thing, whatever it is, take it to a whole new level, and never lose that. You can be wealthy off of one income, rich off of one income, whatever it is. But some people just hop in from one opportunity to the next opportunity to this opportunity, and then they're thinking that, oh yeah, I'm gonna make money both ways, or I'm gonna make money 3 ways, or I'm gonna make money 7 ways, but yet they're only getting paid one way. I'll lay it down. The more you want to invest and grow, the more headaches and stress you'll take. Most easiest way I can say it. The more money you want to make, the more stress, the more headaches, the more obstacles you're going to go face through. More money, more problems. That's why there's that song, more money, more problems. There's a strong singing behind that. Oh, question. Would you recommend lot sauce for $100? For $100, obviously 0.01. Probably, if you really want to go a little bit more further to make more profit, then go 0.02 or 0.03. But I mean, those are micro lots. I mean, $100 account. I mean, yeah, can you flip a $100 account? Yeah. Can you flip a $100 account as a beginner? Yes, you can. I've done it before. I thought it was cool flipping $100 to $900. Guess what? I lost it all. I lost it all on Friday. I don't know what it is, but Fridays are the worst days for me, so I don't trade Fridays. Well, I am trading tomorrow for NFP though. NFP tomorrow. Non-farm payroll. Best money maker. And you can lose a lot of money on non-farm payroll. So, obviously, I mean, this week is an offset week because of today is July 4th. Let's see here. What was your biggest profit? And what was your biggest loss? Obviously, the biggest loss was that 17K. And then 17K on NFP. I still had 8,000, and on Monday I lost it. I lost the 8,000. But I'm talking about that $350 to $26,000 account back for Traders Way. Biggest profit right now is 34,000. That was that one. Oh, I don't think I showcased that video. It was like almost 35,000 for the week. It's like 34,000. But the biggest withdrawal, I don't care. Yeah, the biggest withdrawal is the 22,500 from LQDFX. That's the biggest withdrawal. It took about 2 weeks to get the money, but it was great when I got the money. I'll be honest about that. I mean, I'm not trying to say, like say a lot of people are trying to be like, oh, he's not a millionaire or he's not a billionaire. It don't matter about that. How many of you actually want to have that freedom where you're not working at a company job, where you're home with your kids all day? I bet you most of you would kill for my lifestyle, just to live an easy life. People talk about Lamborghinis and mansions and Ferraris. Guess what? Fuck all that. Live the life where you don't have to answer to nobody. Be your own boss. People talk about being their own boss, but guess what? They're still at their jobs. How many of you can actually say that and say that you are your own boss, you work from home, you do whatever you want when you want? You know, it's tough, right? It's tough to make that decision. But you have to make the sacrifice. Some of you are willing to make it, some of you are not going to make it. I don't know what your priorities are in life. I don't know what's more important to you in life. Money is always a goal, but don't make money the first objective. Because it's I'll be honest right now, it's not all about the money. Money is always great when you need it, right? Resource, it's a resource. It's a really great resource, a really great tool. So, I'm not going to dive too much about money. Everybody wants money. If you don't want money, that's fine, but I guarantee you won the lottery, you probably spend it all. Most people don't have a budget for themselves or the financial discipline. Well, that's how I want to say it. You gotta have financial discipline in trading. Behind the mindset too. But discipline is back into mindset. So, I mean, let's see here. What pairs do I think are the best? Obviously, I trade the majors. To me, Euro USD and USD JPY, two lowest spreads pair. Obviously, Euro is the lowest spreads, the lowest spread pair. But the reason why I love USD JPY, the dollar to the yen, is because it's a universal base pair and it acts on its own, and it's very more volatile than Euro USD. You have the US dollar that evolves during New York sessions, and then you have the Japanese yen that revolves around Tokyo. So during the day, you got New York, and then at nighttime, you got Tokyo. That's why, to me, USD JPY hands down is by far the best pair to swing trade and scalp, but mostly scalping. How come you don't flip big account? You could make 100K easy, right? You could, but it's more rewarding. Think about this, right? It's more rewarding flipping a small account to thousands and thousands of dollars. Or you can put your own 50,000 or 10,000 or 20,000 or whatever it is, right? Or you want to flip, or you want to take 100K to or $1 million. I don't know. Would I ever do that with my own money? No. Would I ever do that with someone else's money? No. Because you're risking a lot more. So when you're trying to flip a $100 account to 1,000, well, guess what? You only risk 100. When I flipped 350 to 26,000 2 years ago, I actually lost 350. Yes, I actually lost, the 26,000 profit, but that wasn't 26,000 that I put in. Some people don't understand that. Some people think, oh, he lost 26,000 of deposit money. If I put 6,000 on my own money, that's a huge big mistake. Huge big mistake for a beginner. How many of you can actually say that you are a low risk conservative trader? If you're not a low risk, right, a conservative trader, that don't matter what you put in. I'll be honest about that. Doesn't matter what you put in. Some people say, oh yeah, I don't trade that much. I only risk 3 to 5% of my account. Bullshit. I don't believe that. Some people need to stop faking stuff out. You know? I'll be honest, there's a lot of fake traders out there. Talk about, oh, you should only risk 1% or you should only risk 5%. Guess what? I don't believe that. Because you should probably look at how much they're risking. And then they're making videos of how much they're flipping. I don't ever talk about risk management in my videos. You know why? Because I'm all about high risk trading. I'm all about aggressive trading. That's where the money's at. That's where the money's at. Right? Trade part-time, right? Trade part-time, make a full-time income. Unless you have, like I said, unless you have a $500,000 account, $500,000 account where you can make part-time income because you know you have a sizable account to handle standard lots. Even at 100K, you could go back down to 50K on just one trade if you decide to go all out. You could probably lose the whole thing too, depending on how much leverage they give you. But usually over 100K, they max out your leverage at 1 to 100. From what I've seen so far for all the brokers. So they're not gonna give you 1,000 leverage. I don't know why people think that. They'll give you 1,000 leverage on a demo account. You know why brokers don't give you 1,000 leverage on a real account? They can't afford to pay that out. So I mean, some of you, like I said, really need to take a look at yourself in the mirror. Make that decision. If you want it to work, you're gonna have to hustle, grind every freaking day. I'm telling you right now. Eat, sleep, breathe it. See what you gotta do. So I'm gonna leave the video as it is. I'm done live streaming. I'm gonna go gas up. I'm gonna be retuning my car today and tomorrow with my tuner. So, like I said, I appreciate each and every one of you guys, and I appreciate my haters. Your haters, like I said, the people that are negative towards you are the ones that push you to be outside the box, right? So, I mean, I was just gonna leave it at that. I mean, like I said, I want you guys to have a really great holidays. Tomorrow's non-farm payroll. Don't be blowing accounts tomorrow. If that's what you want to do, you can. So, and be ready. Like I said, be ready for end of this month, because it's gonna be non-stop from there. It's something that I've never done before, and it's something that I want to change. Yeah, I can keep showing, like I said, I can always keep showing videos about, oh yeah, I flipped $10 to 1,000, guys. Check this out. Check this out. That's just clickbait, pretty much. I'll be honest about that. It's clickbait. There's a lot of clickbait videos these days. But I mean, does it really teach you guys anything? No. If that's what you want to learn, yeah. But I'll be honest, that doesn't teach anybody to learn anything. I'll be honest right now. It's inspiring to see success, but I want to see someone else making their videos on YouTube about their success. I know there's a lot of great people out there, and you're gonna be even more greater, a lot greater than me, and that's what I want. I'm not trying to downgrade nobody. So there's a lot, like I said, there's a lot more successful people that are coming up within the next 5-10 years. So like I said, every 3 to 6 months there's a new entrepreneur being successful. You never know who it is, right? But then you're wondering how they became successful, right? Put all that time and effort. So That's it, guys. Peace.